You live in the city of... I don't know. Or just make up a random name. I'll put... and Leandro. Okay. Traits unlocked. 2 traits? I don't know, which one looks smart? Thomas nails. Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in which others can't. Talk to animals. A gift and a curse. I don't want to talk to animals. It's really small. I lie when we like to. Keen eye. Observe and picks devise others. Stance other perspectives. Hot. Be with you or beat you. I feel like that would be bad. Smart. I want to be smart. What about being smart and powerful build? Physical fitness, tough as nails, and intimidating presence. Keen eye or mystical. Let's do these two. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is. Confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long lost cousin, the bad news, 26 hours of bus rides with countless late night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Mystical, but it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. The threats of fate had been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made. It was simply destiny, so when your cousin called you, you knew what had to be done. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he's even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland, looking for work but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Freak. That sounds awesome. Like, no it doesn't. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. Should I say, wait, what? Dude, what's wrong with you? Should we get aggressive or no? I should say, wait, what? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad Nop was playing. But she kept swinging. Soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out. Her phone got so stricken and called the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. It would have been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. No, it's not. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and jeez. You ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Threatened, I feel like killing you right now. Maybe I should have been intimidating. Oh yeah, all the time. What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, all the time. I said I never feel that way, no. I've never wanted to kill anyone. You're young. You'll get it when someone tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. Honestly, could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, not into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something. I've always wanted to go there. That poor girl, why you date this guy? Have you thought about seeing a therapist? What is wrong with you? Smart move, get out while you can. Let's just ask this. Maybe it would help if you talk with someone about these feelings, someone professional? I'm not licensed or anything, but it seems like you have a personality disorder. It might be worth looking into. Nah, I don't need to do that kind of stuff. But strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I've been called back to my ancestral home. I didn't. I'll just say my ancestral home. My mother fled from her destiny there many years ago, but now that both she and her sister have departed from this world, I can feel it calling back to me. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until the bus turns around, so if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be heading up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone in the bus by now. Though actually, I had a couple of buddies who went there to work in a mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. My buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them for a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bothered without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dial-up option establishes new facts about who you are. Should I just say no thanks? It's for your peanuts. I'm not gonna eat the peanuts. I just say I'm actually allergic to peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. These could probably kill you then, couldn't they? Well, like I said, I'm done carrying them. They're yours. When the young man sets peanuts down in the empty seat next to him, the juices dribble out onto the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. God, that's a piece of shit. Nothing is gone. He's so annoying. Like, ew. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. You do your best to hold your breath as the bus rattles to your destination. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Hey, Miriam? I instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos of her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be there. Tabitha's just an old name. Looks like someone needs a hug. I don't think so. Give your condolences? I'm sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Didn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue option labels explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Explore. Taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships. I guess they're both members of the Dead Moms Club. I'm not gonna say that. Right before this, could I ask her how she's holding up? How are you holding up? Fine. You don't have to ball your grief like that. I'm not gonna say that. I lost my mom too, okay? But if you ever... I'll wait for you. Let's just say that. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Even after I go home. Sure. I can't believe we actually never met before this. Is that okay to say? You have your mom to thank for that. Or I had, I guess. At school, you could feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's word that your mother would use when she talked about Pure Lane and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. I guess it's a deep scar in our bloodline. That wasn't necessary. I wish I knew about you. Yeah, Dead Moms Club. God. Build the Dead Moms Club. Is there bad blood between us? I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is that my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family, but I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. Oh my gosh. So, let's talk. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Geez, that's almost a whole week. The planning, have you worked out all the details yet? Taken care of. Don't need any help. Let's just remain silent. I feel like just saying that will make her mad. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's been seen better days, its groveling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp apartments in great cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear door creaks on their hinges, and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Fortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Architect reminds me about Murray's estate. Cool, thanks. It looks really drabby. This place is falling apart. Thought your Lord came here for to fix this dump. I'll just say cool, thanks. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. Wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's big things for peanut butter and jelly. Mystical. As Tabitha speaks, your eyes are drawn to the windows and the overgrown garden outside. You're suddenly overcome with dread and anxiety, as though this place is a small step away from being swallowed up and vanishing forever. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can access the garden through here, and it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tips: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Cause someone cleans this place, but it's nasty. It's nice. It's perfect. Allergic to peanuts. I'm not actually allergic to peanuts, am I? Is there somewhere in 2 pounds to find food? What if I want ice cream? Okay, what's there no time to buy the food? I'm almost to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we could get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store, how folksy, but I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Okay, just say thanks. It's just short and simple. Cool, good talk. Okay, someone cleans this place. This is nasty. I don't want to say it's nasty. I'll just say, it's nice, yeah. This is so nice. It's so much bigger than the one I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. Oh, she looks a bit happier. I don't want to spoil her mood. She looks actually happy, so just say, alright, what's next? What's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on a countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Fro. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay, let's just leave the cat be, man. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. Oh my god, the toilet. The toilet's so old. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mysterious stains paint the floor. Exactly uses this bathroom. Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. Don't let it lie, bruh. Should we just lift the toilet seat? Let's lift the toilet seat. Oh god. Bugs skitter from the bowl as we lift the seat. You're good, actually. Use the facility. Should I say? Should I try using it? I just... Ew, I wouldn't use it. Let's just try using it. The toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is a good place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Let's follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reach the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. You never got the house retouched. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half an hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. An unmistakable spiritual stench coats this room. People have died in here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up there, but you can use the dresser, should it be empty. People have died here, haven't they? This room is amazing. What a dump. It seems a little dusty. Who used to sleep here? You know what, let's just say, I think someone died here. I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously people have died here. It's not amazing, Brad. I'm not gonna lie like that. You used to sleep here. Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. Now you sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Alrighty. I mean, he seems a little dusty. You spent a moment searching for the right word. Dusty? Oh, sorry I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You could dust it yourself if you care so much. Fine, I'll just get started. Guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This house is not... This is like mansions, you gotta hire help to go upkeep them. You get to make changes. That's why mansions kinda suck. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Save some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away, others down the line. Is there a library in the estate? Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can take the day off? Why are you being such a jerk to me? Are you sure you're okay? I'll keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Let's ask her. Are you sure you're okay? Hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You seem kind of upset. I'm fine, I just need to get back to work. Alrighty. Is there a library in the estate? I couldn't bring too many books with me, and I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits. And the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. Can you take me into town? What to do while you're gone? Let's ask her where she's going. Wait, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work? Small talk. I hate small talk. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine. Same as every Scarlet who came before me. Oh, they're that type of family. Runs coal mines. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate if you didn't keep me for long. I mean, I can come and watch. Good for you. Sounds boring. It's kind of sad. Can I come watch? Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Well, I didn't know it owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Did I just say hashtag girl boss? Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. Don't patronize me. That damn smile. I know you have nothing to your name, Miriam. Any other inane questions before I leave? Her smile. She looked like she was in pain. Maybe we should hang out, you know? Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. You're gonna leave through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. A jelly sandwich sounds great right now, so into your room, go straight into the bedroom, we can go to the estate. Might as well head to town. I kind of want to go in the Forbidden Wing, but we might die. Can I save at this point? Yes, I can save. Let's go into the Forbidden Wing of the estate, even though I'm not supposed to. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the Forbidden Wings of the estate. Just have to be careful. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Oh, that sucks. Alright, a jelly sandwich sounds good right now. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. You might have not told Tabitha about your peanut allergy, but a jelly sandwich will do. Oh, so you do actually have a peanut allergy. Okay. A jelly sandwich will do just fine for how hungry you are. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you probably need to find some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Approach Frofro. I ain't approaching Frofro. The cat looks mean. Check the garden. Search the pantry. I'm gonna find rats or mice or something in the pantry, huh? Oh, it's dead mice. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, knife, and the jelly itself. Examine the mac and cheese. Oh, craft. The best kind. You pick up the box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've never seen the brand before. Empty the box and stuff with it. What the freak? That's just so mean. I'm just gonna put it back. She seems serious not to touch it. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than you already are. Alright. Should we take the peanut butter? Death in a jar, and 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches to boot. Oh, that's right. They add bugs and like stuff like that. Close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped on the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Examine old takeout. Check mayonnaise. Ew. I don't want to grab the ice cream. Let's just take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or the jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Alrighty. Let's close the fridge. You return to the kitchen and closing the fridge behind you. Alrighty, let's search. Alright, search the pantry, search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps silver dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Examine the mug. It reads, "I was blown away at Blowing Rock and Sea, so your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through the Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home." Examine a shot glass. It reads, "I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perline, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you heard from your mom, Perline wasn't the type to have curtsy friends who gave out themed shot glasses to her at their birthday parties." Alright, let's grab the plate and butter knife. You grab a plate and a butter knife. It is the last ingredient you need to make your jelly sandwich. Time to get to work. Let's grab a bowl. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change it to something clean before you leave the house. Whoops, let's touch that. Close the cabinet and look back at the rest of the kitchen. You make your sandwich. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. A job well done. Awesome. All of that hassle only took less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Search the cabinet. Check the garden. Looks kind of dangerous. Wow, looks like a whole ass jungle out here. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? God, it's big. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Let's just return to the kitchen then. Alrighty. Should I approach Frofro? You like me? Cat hisses as they draw nearer, but remains twirling in place. This is clearly Frofro's spot on the counter. Yeah, let's back away. You back away from Frofro, trying not to make any sudden movements. Yeah, let's not touch that cat. Oh, we're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Let's might as well head into town. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and death moths. If you had known you wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would just ask Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral wasn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Let's continue down the path. Town looks dead. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy at the bus stop called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of its idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. A wild pug. Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering. I did not do anything, I read too slow. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Aw, Pug, she's so cute. I love Pug, she's so cute. Thanks, she sure is cute. Sure, most of her teeth are falling out. She's got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old Pug, that's pretty good. Look on her face. Her face is so... That's amazing. 17, that's incredible. I'm sure it is. Hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? How about I introduce myself so you won't be so nervous? I'm Stella. It's not so often I see a strange face up in Holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of cool folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce yourself. Yep, I just got into town today. Oh, I didn't think there'd be anyone else coming. Aren't you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? I haven't seen her since Perlene passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. I'm sorry that you say Tabby. She conflicts with herself. Whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. I don't know her like that. She always so... Why do you care? I'm worried about her. Even though we just met a couple hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she was probably having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. I think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'd probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everyone knows everybody as far as back as they can remember. Abby and I got a little closer when we were both in the school's production of a Midsummer's Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. What is Mustard Seed? As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit at the end. And then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Let's follow her. That was a lively town. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family upstate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life, all of which grinds to a halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. That's so squatty. Just stare at you like that. What are you looking at? Cloud outside the nearest booth. Silently stare. I'll just introduce myself. Hey everyone, I'm Miriam, just in town for a funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed up your coffee. They gracefully placed a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Ah, shucks, thanks Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. See if we can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Oh, okay. Anything for you. I don't know if bacon's bad for dogs, guys. I have one of everything, please, and thank you. For the biscuit, can I order a biscuit and coffee? Can I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. If you pour the fragrant brew into an empty mug in front of you, They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. And I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always a reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's a weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Our reading adventure is potluck at Kirsten. Cool. None that's really striking my fancy. That's just rude, man. I'm sorry, did you just say the library has a reading adventure? Yeah, author's all about keeping things on theme, so this month is a bunch of ghost stories. I think he's calling it spooky bookies. You know, like how a ghost would say it. Oh my god, that's perfect. Oh neat, never mind, I'm not excited anymore. Sounds like it's for babies. Yeah, that's perfect. It always neat. You know, it's neat. Oh neat. I'd be happy to take you, but it's totally cool if that's not your sort of thing. Anyway, it's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you want to do for the rest of the week? Listen to you. Why are there all these rude options? Like, what do you have to be rude for? There's no reason to be rude. Anything? No clue. I don't have any clue. Honestly, I have no clue. Well, you're in luck, as you happen to run into the person who knows all the best stuff to do around here and has limited time to show you around. The boss is pretty forgiving. Oh, you probably wouldn't get that joke since we don't know each other that well. I'm self-employed, so I'm my own boss, so I'm forgiving myself. Get it? Sure wouldn't laugh. No, please explain the joke. Yeah, I get it. Let's just be nice. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie said it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Didn't have to do that. What? This is rude options. Rude has options. I wonder if someone played this game and went down the rude route. Chow down. Thanks, it looks absolutely great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen mystical. Maybe it should have been tough or strong. You take a bite and melts in your mouth as if nothing but butter is suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. I had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. I'll just say, well, you know. Oh, this is really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, as Stella mentioned, she's famous. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own home, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, that's rad. That's right, do you make... What else? What kind of videos do you do? Oh, what kind of videos do you do? She unscripted. You should really check out her channel, Miriam. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner? I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator, and it's definitely not a wolf. You have to recall the mountain lions used to live up there. Who's to say there weren't a few left? Some folks say it was a beaver, but if that's the case, wouldn't it be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen? I've also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, but I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. say? Oh yeah, totally a dog. Oh wait, a beaver. Hold on, let's say that. Hold on just a second there. What is that? Right, my comment section went nuts with this footage. And from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days, I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience, and it meant the video did some pretty good numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one. There's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation? Ha, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free. Now it will forever roam the cataba. I cannot say that word. Using Boy Scouts and YouTube commentaries for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if you would like to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't have to do camp anywhere. I'm just gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Oops. Sorry, Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after a skunk ape. Skunk ape? I have no idea what that is. What is that? What's a skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claims to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? That depends, will Gretchen be there? Absolutely. That's my better judgment, yes. Yeah, let's just go. It's not gonna be all bad. Absolutely, I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started a channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around the woods, flipping for rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old game back together? Though I guess Kanika has to get out of the general store tonight. Close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she has a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of his hiding hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Sela pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Please, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want him to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask you if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. Oh, she's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for 1 week. Anyway, we're going out to look for a skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometimes this week. We can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. What happened? Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about it really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. You should swing by his place sometime this week. Kinda want to play this game again and go down to be absolutely rude to everyone. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. That friendship can wait, we've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountains before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow up this popsicle stand. Maybe I should say that phrase. But as for getting up, maybe it's time to make a good first impression. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip, you don't even have any spending money. I don't have money, do I? Yeah. It's not like you asked to come to this diner or asked Avery to stand by and chat with you and Stella. On top of that, you didn't even pay for any food, so why should you leave a tip? Know if there is a tip for. Get up from the table, guilt-free, as Stella pulls out 5 and lays it on the table. Maybe I should. Thanks for the coffee, Avery. See you later. She turns to leave the diner and you follow close behind. Maybe I should have tipped. My bad. I thought she had any money. It seemed like implying that she had money. It hadn't been very cool when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met in a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding, more alive than you've been in years. Strangely calm. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as the night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days, each summer is the hottest yet till the next summer, which always finds a way back to be much worse. You're absolutely right about that. It's just nice to feel chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Do you ever hunt things that are not cryptids, like ghosts and whatnot? Has anything ever bad happened on these hikes? Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? Just curious. Let me think. There was a time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine. And his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also a time I was out here alone and I got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hiding hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which is pretty intense, but just a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled on old Duke property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. That sounds pretty dangerous. Do you hunt things that aren't cryptids? You ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? Like ghosts and demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I got out in all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I stumbled upon some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. And all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier than with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be in a shock if there actually were people out there who turn to animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptids. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider that possibility they exist. Because even if they are really out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of it is just that bunk, am I right? Okay. Anyways, what's up? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always that deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Well, that is messed up. Did you guys do that? I think most people know about that these days. I've seen a ton of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird or anything. They do that. Do they have disease? Like, isn't it a disease that deer can catch that causes them to like act crazy? Oh, Tanis Lake. There's definitely the weirdest thing. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much has been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you don't want to mess around in there. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. Salvage for food bottles that I kept in my dresser as a little souvenir. Alright, let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. And what the hell are you looking for all the way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. Who's this you've been suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences, I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best to steer clear of all this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? Have you seen anything like that recently? What would you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. No, come on, dude. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. Naturally you did, but I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chugabangas and what have you. Something's getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week. You can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I wonder if a skunk ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you for about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of... beaches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It wouldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s. Even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monsters spotted by a couple of school-aged Boy Scouts has been 150% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some type of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You make me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all sorts of names, just seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just didn't think it was plausible. You leave those words when I'm carrying a mountain lion corpse out in the woods at dawn. If you don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, a sinky feeling starts to pull out your stomach, as if the 4 of you were inexorably creeping towards something terrible. But we're your first wife. If you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Right on, Duke. Kill a mountain lion. Can you just buy a chicken? Let's be mystical. I don't think this ends well for you. How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, opossums, bears, it doesn't make a difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Well, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Don't you want to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the kid and coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I felt about my chickens? Couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know, I had to put out a video by tomorrow evening. As Duke and Stella dig their feet in, the sinking feeling in your guts gains form and clarity. Somebody here is going to die tonight. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. Do I just say it? Let's just go, Stella. Maybe I should say, let's just go, Stella. He's the one with the gun after all. Okay, fine, you won this time, Duke. That's right, now y'all run along home and stay out of trouble. I'm sorry, Duke, I feel like something bad's gonna happen to you. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know what trail that'll get us around him. Are you sure you don't wanna... Let's just say, oh no, we're not. We aren't going back to town? What about Duke? I don't know how comfortable I'll be tromping through the woods knowing there's someone with a shotgun out there, ready to blow my head off. Oh, I don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. There's no shaking you, is there? Oh, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting with you. I promise it will be fun and safe. The trail's just a way up there. Let's go. Maybe I should have just told him one of us is gonna die, but then he'll look at me like I'm crazy. So it wouldn't even matter. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. As night falls, my new assistant and the mysterious Miriam and I find ourselves on a high hill on the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very country. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we'll get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? Though you and Stella are back on your own, then suddenly feeling that settled in your gut earlier still remains. There's something wrong in these woods, though what it is still eludes you. Let's just say there's something wrong here, man. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't happen to be stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? No, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. No, like a storm is coming. Don't worry, I checked the weather this morning. We're in for a beautiful cloudless night. It really is the perfect time for a hike. Unless you mean a metaphorical storm. I don't think weather radar picks up on those. By the way, my gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. Your quiet moments of Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. That's not with a shotgun. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. No need to come to terms with your own morality yet. That's just a sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check this out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. That was disturbing. Deer. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Gretchen looks so happy. Was there some sort of assist or something? Well, that got my heart racing. I'm ready for the hunt. Is there something wrong with that deer? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there wasn't something a little off. Yeah, you think so? I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger, poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. You know, it's never too late to turn back. Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late to turn back. I don't actually think I'm really cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer generally spook me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. You go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster that's just waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. But eventually you realize it's just mostly deer and raccoons, which probably won't go after you. Here, let's take a quick snack break before we get into the night's activities. Maybe some food will help you settle your nerves? As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Fortunately, it looks like there's peanuts in the trail mix. Man, that sucks. Yeah, we're just gonna say I'm allergic to peanuts. Oh, I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Oh, yikes, I'm so sorry. There are only peanuts in the trail mix, but I could totally get it if everything being in my backpack makes things a little much for you. I'll be sure to keep that in mind for the future. I should probably play it safe. I mean, you can take the snack bar, sesame sticks, you can take the apricots, and grab a handful of dried apricots. I've actually dried those myself. I wound up getting a bunch of apricots for free from Janie a while back, and I didn't know what else to do with them. It's wild how easy it is to make your own dried fruit. So being so negative. Really? Maybe I should try it out sometimes. Yeah, you just slice up your fruit of choice and put it in the oven at like 200 degrees, set a timer for 4 hours, and you come back to a whole mess of dried fruit. Do make sure to set a timer though. That's the most important part of cooking. Honestly, never assume you'll just be able to tell how much time has passed. I guess that actually applies to a lot of things. You will settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws at a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what's it like in San Leandro. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what's it like to be Miriam. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. Typical roommates. Do we just live a crappy life? I live in a dingy studio apartment. And it's a mixed bag. Yeah, it's a mixed bag. It's okay, right? At first it was kind of nice to finally have some space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone and no one can come to let me out because I chose this for myself, and as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant, you know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that whole mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways? Have you tried looking for a different place, or maybe finding a roommate? There's gotta be a better apartment than that in a big city like San Leandro. I've thought about finding roommates. I thought about finding roommates. I thought about finding a place with roommates, but I haven't really landed on anything yet. Maybe I'll look into it when I get back? Oh yeah? So, what do you do for a living? A big law firm? I don't know. I'm a streamer, I'm a student. I'm in the service industry, and I'd say, I don't know, man. Let's try to be, yeah. I have an Etsy store where I sell assorted arts and crafts. Sometimes I do commissions, sometimes I sort of find something on the street and fix it up with a quirky design, like giving something a mustache or painting it to look like a bee. Oh, so you're an artist, and you upcycle trash. That's cool, Miriam. Oh, thanks. I really love to do it. I don't want to be negative. Thanks, Stella. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do. But you know what? I love it. It not might be much, but it's empowering to feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I give up on what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house. He must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. And the hall is a small enough place that other folk don't need roommates. Oh, did they move? Oh, because they're dead. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. I'm done my morning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. I don't know if our mom died recently. Let's just explore. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you ever meet. And interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods onto the trails of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up. So he learned how to hunt and trap and get goddamn good at it. He always made sure I had food, and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from the grocery store. I can make us a pretty good salad with just what's in the clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was a local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. She was as smart as a whip and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of a 1,600-pound cows all day was a great way to build muscle. But she was gentle too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. Which is just most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. Oh yeah, I guess her mom did die recently too. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things. Oh, thanks, Miriam. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all that bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. Yeesh, I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just a salt in the wound at that point. What the heck was that? Whoa. Mystical. That sound wasn't meant for human ears. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Something terrible out here, Stella. We should rethink this. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. Woo! Now we're gonna see another creepy thing. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak plucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What? Oh god. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing he must be maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I don't think we can rule out skunk ape. Whatever it is, it has one of those chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Are you about to discover a new animal? Chicken looked pregnant. But now we found something else. Did we really have to? Nah, just follow her. You follow Stella as she shrinks into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh, stop. The monster hit you first. I was just gonna ask you okay. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I don't think we should go near it. Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. The thing is diseased. Don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. Not with my hands, at least. And hey, I'm sorry that this is turning out to be so grisly. I swear that it's not normally like this. You can go home after I film this if that's what you want. Yeah, let's play it safe. Yes, please, this is way more than I bargained for. Yeah, this is unexpected, that's for sure. Let me just fill this for a second and we can head back. Seems like I'm one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I hesitate to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, did you hear that? What in the Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to? Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? Please don't shoot us. We got a glimpse of something earlier. And when we chased after it, it brought us here. Whoever did this to her, I think we could hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sakes, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurt. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what will happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Wherever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creature in the train line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Quick, they're closing in on us. I don't know. Who do I go for? Gretchen or... Gretchen or the flashlight. I'm gonna die for Gretchen. I think it's the logical thing to do. I'm sorry, Duke. What the hell? You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Oh, she's gonna run away. Your eyes fixate on the train line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it. Run, man. Oh no. Duke died. You hear her body hit the ground, and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen, Miriam, Duke, are you alright? Well, it was me, a postmodern Cassandra. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Gretchen, here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay? No, he's not okay. He's had his head freaking blown off. Oh my god, Duke. Holy shit. What do we do now? What the hell were we supposed to do? We're not gonna go after those things. Let's forget whatever happened. Absolutely not. We gotta go out to the police. What do you mean, what do we do? We got to take this to the police. The man's dead. You're right. We have footage of what happened here. But it's so dark and shaky. It all just seems so unbelievable. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. What? Are you serious? No! Woman, no! Are you sure this is a good idea? I don't know. Should we follow? I don't want someone else to die. I mean, when we're all mystical and stuff, he said like at least one of us is gonna die. So should I follow her or no? Duke died because of the gunshot, but I feel like that creature would have eaten him up. Or given him that tumor that his own chicken had. So I think we're just gonna... Yeah, she's nuts. Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back at the main road. As you and Stella quickly make your way through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. There's more than one. Oh god, they're back. They're back. Oh god, they're back. I know, we just have to keep pushing forward. We won't die, right? We're almost there. As you and Stella reach the main road, the whispers fade into the sound of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. Oh. Tabitha seems worried, yikes. Should we call her? I mean, we should call her, yeah. I try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Tabitha seems worried. I think we text her that we're okay. We text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Tabitha seems a bit worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl. It's Stella Richmond. I'm up on the mountain on the Axkina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. You gotta hurry. Okay, yeah. Are they really gone? Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry, Jesus, Earl. Who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walks 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby and a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See? Right there. A thing jumped out of the woods, then a shotgun goes off. Oh, and a Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Wherever they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate the KISS camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But okay. Then we just turn it off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Miriam. She came into town today for the funeral. Miriam as in... Wouldn't it be so rude for Tabitha's cousin? Yeah. Damn, didn't think you actually show. Well, we'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things are out there. Could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. You only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Then we have to ride back with you. We can just walk. The creature's left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. I preferly Fox Mulder. Miriam. Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on for her. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. You have a good night for now. Bye-bye, Gretchen, and y'all have a lovely evening. If any boogaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. They seem a little blasé about everything. Yeah, they seem a little blasé about a man's death. I can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? And what's worse is that I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all the footage. How can they imply that we're a suspect? The truth will get out, like how? Doesn't make sense. The truth will get out, even if they don't believe that footage. Those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay, I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're gonna do a little investigating of our own. We gotta find out more about those things. If we can get a clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open up for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have, and never came across anything like this. There was someone in time who might have some useful information, my friend's mom. Her place isn't far, we should head over there now before it gets any later. I just check in on Tabitha. You can talk to your aunt, but I'm going to bed. Let's just do it. Yeah. Awesome, let's go. I hope she's still awake. Miriam? Jesus. Oh, you and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Whoever this is, its presence has chilled you to your soul. Yeah, you think? Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open, and an older lady stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back, and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Oh, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Miriam. Is it okay if we come in? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. So blinding and overpowering is our aura that you just looking at her feels like staring directly into the sun. Her gaze pierces entirely through you. In that moment, you feel wholly known. And then the moment passes, and you only see the woman before you. Of course. You're in luck. We just put water in for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Miriam. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Perline was such a lovely soul. She's been sorely missed in the holler, and now poor Perline is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. What was that outside? Who's that? He's a very sick man. You don't need to worry about him. Sure, but how do you know our name? You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Did someone tell you? Oh, Perline was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of. Bless her heart. I never met Perline. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings for the woman. I didn't mean that. That's fair, child. It seemed like the right thing to do. Let's just say we need your help. Yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about the weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classic spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight, by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things are out there. I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out a memory card from her sleeve and pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. That was smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they actually accidentally erased it. Exactly, I'd give it to them if they asked me again, but for now we can examine the footage for ourselves. What? Where was this? Up the mountain? To the northwest? Within the town limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I can go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with us, Stella. I'm sure we should be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What? Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen. Who's a good potato? And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Oh, she's hostile. Hi, I'm Miriam. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if you could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. Room's a mess, but I'll bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? He can watch this without you. You know, I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washed over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Miriam and I have no idea how to make our heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine, really, I'm okay. Well, I'm not fine. Let's just remain silent. Poor Duke. Poor boy. Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. What if they know something? I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. I think what happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They are terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop staring Stella and Miriam with this towel bull crap. A man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. How could you see that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. C1 is to be cursed by fate. Jesus, Mom, they clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in our video? What was that growth? You know what? They must be part of their life cycle. It must be a part of their life cycle. Like when a wasp lays eggs in a caterpillar, a parasitic larval stage. If these ditchlings congregate around doomed people and places, maybe it's like the negative entry is part of that life cycle too. Like, negativity feeds the embryos as well as the flesh. Well, that's one theory. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put down. Let me fix you up a couple cups, it'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Miriam get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all of the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going, I'm still wired. I can say I'm still wired from everything that happened. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around in my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you call them? That's right, you go on home now. And do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night online. Let me get you some of my homemade peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Miriam. No, we're gonna go out again. It's excellent, iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm would probably be the best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Should I go back home? I should probably, before Tabitha has a, I should probably head back. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conversation? Are you sure you want to be headed back up that mountain alone? Oh god, should we stay? But I want to see, will anything really happen to me if I go up the mountain? I kind of want to stay. I'll stay. I mean, yeah, they're harmless, but like they'll congregate around you if something bad will happen. On second thought, yeah, I'll stay. Thanks for the offer. Cool. Doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at their estate, it's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. What do you do to make all of this? Who's the guy outside of Sybil's? Let's try asking him. Who's the guy outside of Sybil's? There's something about his presence that chilled me to my soul. Wayne, I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. Might be worth looking into him. I should probably try calling Tabitha. Right, she'd probably like to know if you're not dead. Get some rest, Miriam. I'll see you in the morning. You pull out your phone and call your cousin. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. I watched a man die tonight. I went to the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and it ended with us watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. Oh, what? From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. From behind closed doors, you can faintly hear the sounds of quiet sobs. Oh, that's so sad. Man, that's sad. Oh. Alright. This is the end of chapter 1. Overall, I really like this game. I don't think I'll play the other 2 chapters. So basically, the premise of this is like in this sleepy small town, there's just something nefarious and dangerous out there in the woods that seems to be a bad omen of something bigger coming to Scarlet Hollow, and I feel like it has to do with our character's family. But we'll see that in the next chapters. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye!